What's up, y'all? What is up, sir?
What on, good brother?
Man, just fresh off that clock. You know what I mean? Good to be here.
Yeah, man. I had a day off, so I just been chilling.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man.
All
What's
right.
going
Well,
on?
man, not a whole lot, man. I guess before we get started, tell me about the most positive thing you took from 2020.
Um, enjoy your family while they're here. Especially your elders that you don't call every day. You know, I didn't call my grandma, my grandmother, every weekend like I used to. But, after I see other family members, my friends' family members passing away due to COVID, I call my grandma every Saturday, every Sunday now. She basically raised me, so I felt kind of bad. It's like I see everybody was losing their grandparents, their grandfather, their mother, father. You really just got to take time to spend time with your family while they're here because, you know, COVID is really a serious thing. And then 2020, man, just losing a lot of greats, man. Losing a lot of greats, man. Like unexpected too, man. It's like you just gotta enjoy life, man, while you're here. You know. That's what I took from it, man.
Sure. I also want to say, appreciate your service as well.
Oh man, appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Supporting us. It's a job. I take pride in it. I got 7 more years to go, man. Then I just be chilling, going fishing every day, smoking cigar.
How it is, man. That time flies. We look up, it'll be that. You know.
Yeah, and waste my retirement money on sneakers still.
Leaves, man. It never
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you for having me on, man. I know it's been like a long time coming. I've been watching you. It sounds kind of crazy, but, I've been watching you for some years, man. Like, you motivate me, man. Like, stay true to the game, with the sneaker culture, you really a dude to, like, I see some shoes you wear. I'm like, I remember those back in 94. I remember those back in 95, man. Like, it brings me great joy, seeing that, because I was about to be done with the sneaker game for a little bit, but, I'm still in it.
I appreciate that. And like I said, you've been pulling out some gems yourself, man. I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I got a little something. Yeah.
All
Mhm.
right. Tell us about yourself. Start off with well, just tell us about yourself.
Well, my real name, Daryl Young. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Born and raised from Atlanta, Georgia, the real Atlanta, East Point, where Outkast from.
Each
So
point
yeah,
gone.
yeah. I mean, growing up there, man, just being a humble, I had both parents, my mother, my stepfather, but I treat him like my real father because that's all I know. He's military, so he instilled those, discipline in me, to do the right thing. Even though being from Atlanta, we moved a lot too. I mean, I lived in Indiana, I lived in Louisiana, California, Hawaii.
Been all
Yeah.
over.
I've been all over, man. So, get to meet a whole bunch of people, connect with people. Even now, like, I haven't seen people in like 20 plus years, but we still connect, still talk to people, we have memories and stuff like that. So that was always a plus. I mean, I'm just a chill guy, man. I'm not really to myself. I talk to certain people. I got my close knit friends. As you know, I love sneakers, just like you. Oh, I really been like not saying collecting. I mean, I buy sneakers, I have them, but I've been buying shoes on my own since I was like 12 years old. waiting in line at the PX at the exchange, waiting for shoes and stuff like that, you know. And then just the joy of sneakers, you know. My, you know, now, you know, as you get older, you know, your taste change, your quality change, the shoes. Like when I was growing up, my favorite shoe of all time, I'll put that out there now. You know, I want people to know because it's an unpopular opinion, but my favorite shoe of all time is this right here, a Jordan 2. You know, this to me, this is like the greatest Jordan to me. Like if I go to a sneaker con event, if I see these and you sell them for $100, yeah, give me that. I'll take that. I probably got like six of these right here in the back, you know. The candy cane ones, probably like 4 pairs. Like I love that shoe. I love that silhouette. I love the lows. It just the Jordan 2 to me just that was like the first Jordan I've seen that I really love. And I know it's an unpopular opinion. People look at me like, but that's just me, man. I love Jordan 2. You know. You know.
I respect it. I love the 2 as well. It's good to
Yeah.
hear. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think you talk about it.
You know, and that was Michael Jordan's best. It was his best season of his early career. I mean, he averaged 37 points a game in that shoe. You know, Bulls were on 40 and 42 or 42 and 40, but he still was giving everybody hell. Like, could have been the MVP that year. Magic is my favorite player, but I feel like they gave it to Magic in '87 because they had given it to Bird 3 straight times. It was like, we got it now because a lot of his MVP were at the end of his career. So they were like makeup MVPs. It was sort of like how they had to give James Harden the 2018 MVP because they couldn't give it to him in 17 because of Westbrook. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, but that too, that's 1987. That's everything.
Yeah, I caught Jordan in the his comeback. That's when I started really like get to understand basketball, like his comeback years. Matter of fact, we was living in Indiana at the time, so we was like probably not that far from Chicago. So, you know, that's all we watched was the Bull games, you know, stuff like that. So his comeback years, you know, but you know, back then my favorite player, another unpopular opinion, my favorite player growing up was Gary Payton. Like that was like my all-time favorite player. Like when he came to the Lakers, I was happy. Even though we didn't win it, I was happy when he came. You know, it was that close. You know, but Gary Payton was like always, you know, my favorite player. But yeah, man, like that I just learned something, you know, about that. You know, I didn't watch Jordan because you know, I wasn't alive at that time, '87 like that. So you know, that's a good history. You know, that's why I like talking to guys like you, giving a history lesson. You know.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. Man, that being a lifelong Laker fan, like that 03-04 season with Gary Payton and Karl Malone.
Yeah.
That was a strange season. It was entertaining, but it was strange seeing Gary Payton and Karl Malone play for the Lakers, Kobe and Shaq. You know what I mean? Like, I just
for me, I was excited, man. I was excited, like, man, Gary Payton. I was like, oh yeah, man, we winning this, and then drop the egg, man. You know. But I mean, what is your favorite all-time shoe?
You know what? Let me think on that. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know what the show is. What did you break out today? I know you was chilling. Did you break out any heat? Because I've been at work all day. I haven't been on Instagram, so you break out.
I had on my UNLV dunks earlier today, but I kind of switched it up, man. I got my Pippins on, you know. You know, the Olympic pair, you know, that's another top shoe for me. You know, the tempos, you know. I love that when that black and white one first came out, you know. I always been a fan of Pippen shoes anyway. A lot of people didn't know certain shoes was his that he was wearing, but I always been a fan of his certain shoes that he wore. But you know, the tempo just stuck out to me, man. And you know, that's another one. If I see it, somebody got it, you sell it for $80 and it's in great condition, yeah, I take it. I just love that shoe, you know.
Well, what was your earliest sneaker moment? Like, or you know, forget moment. What was your favorite earliest sneaker memory?
So again, like I tell you, my favorite shoe of all time is a Jordan 2. So my uncle was a big time, you know, at that time. I guess it wasn't a term, but he was a sneakerhead. He used to have all the Reebok pumps, all the top 10 Adidas, any color, Pumas. But he came home from college. It was 1994, and he took me, you know, shopping. And he bought me some shoes, and this was the shoe he bought me.
Mm.
So, matter of fact, it was athlete's feet. But what you call it. He took me there, and ever since then, I just love that shoe. Another moment of mine. I remember when I was in school, the 13s came out. The He Got Games, and I remember one of my good friends. I'm not gonna put your name out. I know you probably watch. I'm not gonna put your name out, brother, because you're a sneaky guy too. You got your pride back. I remember we was in school. He kept asking me. That's when we took school pictures. Like, yo, can I wear that shoe, man? Can I wear that shoe? And we took school pictures, like that, actual group picture. And I let him wear my shoes, and I had on some Adidas Continentals. I had on his Adidas Continentals, and he had on my He Got Games. I was mad because I looked at I kept looking at the picture like, oh man, he looks so clean in my shoes, and I got Continentals. But it's crazy now that the kids now they love that Adidas Continental. They wear that shoe all the time, like it's like it's an Air Force One or something.
Yeah, when I was a manager, when I was running Hibbett Sports, I couldn't keep that shoe in stock in grade school sizes. That white one, the black one was kind of but everybody loved the white one with the blue and red strip.
Yeah, I worked at Finish Line part-time too, so they was always going there and grabbing them up. And every time somebody bought it, I started laughing. When somebody asked me, what's so funny? I'm like, I just remember that shoe, when I was in school, and I was so mad I had it on my foot taking that school picture. My friend had on my He Got Games,
Yeah. Nah, I feel it. Well, we've already talked a lot about, shoes just in the first few minutes. So it's fair to say the 2 is the shoe that really got you into this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Do you consider yourself a collector?
I don't consider myself a collector because and you could give me your feedback if what I'm saying is correct, because I say this, I talk to a lot of people and they'll try to tell me, not saying I'm wrong, but they'll give me their view of it. I don't consider myself a collector because I wear everything here. Like I don't hoard nothing. Like everything I have here, I'm going to wear it till, the tread fall off. That's just me. I don't have no shoe in here that just sits there. That's like I wear everything I buy. From even to a hype shoe, like a Travis Scott, an Off-White. Because I don't plan on selling it.
I feel it.
Like, that's the thing about me. Like, and people who know me, they know me. Like, I don't buy shoes to sell. Now, if I can help somebody out, and I have another shoe, I get an extra pair, I give it to them retail. Like, I don't even hit them over the head. That's always my thing. If I know you genuinely care about shoes, hey man, take it retail. It's been shoes that's worth like $500-$600 resale, and I give it to you retail, man. Like I always been that way. Always been that way, man. If anybody in that, in the comments, man, you know me, we done did business for it, they'll tell you, like, I never charge me. You can have it, bro. That's just me, man.
Good looking out. It's good looking out. I guess my take on it is I consider myself a collector, but I still wear everything too. There are a few shoes that I have that I guess I'm hoarding that I just always want to have a new pair of. Like, it's only a few. Like the Black and Infrared 6 is really what started it for me. That was the first shoe I ever wanted, in fourth grade. With that, like I've always had a dead stock pair of them since they've been retroing them, and like the pair from 19, like I still haven't worn them because I have like 3 pairs from 14. Like certain shoes, there's certain shoes that come out. It's like how you feel about that too, where I don't care how many times they bring it out, I'm gonna get it every single time.
Exactly.
So the 2 is like that. I was disappointed that my pair from 2004, they crumbled on me not this fall but last fall, and I had to start wearing the pair from 2010. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's been a long time since they came out with the low in 16, and I have that too, but I just want them to retro the 2 properly without the piping. You know what I mean? Like that white, black, and red has never come out other than that 94, 95 retro, it's never out properly. You know what I mean? It's been close, but yeah. So when did you realize that you were really in the sneaker life? Like, was there a moment, or were you like, damn, I'm really in this? You know what I mean? Like,
when I got to high school, you know, and shout out to my parents, you know, my mom, because, you know, I don't hide nothing, you know, I don't pretend to be something I'm not, you know, I was spoiled. So whatever I want is like, you know, I want the shoe, they'll give me money. And it was at one point in high school, like this is in high school, like every other week, man, like I was getting a new pair of shoes. I remember when I forgot what year that was, but when the Mocha 3s came out.
oh, one.
They came out on a Wednesday. It was me, my boy Eric. Yeah, we skipped school, man, to get that shoe. And that's when I knew, like, yeah, like this is I'm really about it, man. I love sneakers, man. Like, you know, we literally it was a store called I was living in Waynesville, Missouri. This is like a small little town. People don't even it's by the base, Fort Leonard, Missouri. And we didn't have no malls there. Like the mall's like 4 hours away, but they had a sneaker store 5 miles outside the base called La Pars. They used to have all the sneakers. And that town, nobody really buy sneakers like that. So you could get any pair like easily. And I remember talking to the guys like, yeah, we're gonna have those pairs, but it's during the school day. So I'm like, oh man. My dad one of these military, you know, strict guys. I'm like, I hope, you know, I don't get caught, you know, skipping school. But my boy Eric's like, nah, man, let's just do it. We come right back, man. He had a car. He was like, he was a year older than me, so he had a car.
Yeah.
So went, got the shoe. We came back during lunchtime. I put them straight on my feet. Put my old shoes in the locker, man. And
Locker.
I was like, yeah. That's when I knew, like, I'm really, really into sneakers, man. Like, and ever since then, man, just like I'm in the East Bay looking what's coming out. You know, what can I get? You know, and I was getting everything. It wasn't just Jordans, man. Like I was getting everything, man. I actually got a pair. Like I got a pair of old shoes from high school right now, man. Like still got them, like, you know, about to crumble, man. Like this whole thing, just I keep them, man. Like I keep about to crumble, man. Now this is a shoe I wish they could reach or come back, man. I need this back, man. You know.
Sure.
And I want to take them somewhere to get them fixed, you know, just in case, you know, they never retro again. But, you know, yeah, skipping school, that's when I knew, like, yeah, this is it for me, man. You know, even now I skip work sometimes to buy a shoe. I leave work sometimes, so it's like full circle. As an adult, now you're an adult now, you skipping work just go buy some shoes. You know?
Yeah. Let me shout out everybody who's, you know, joined or is joining the show. What's up, E Fiorentino 31? What's up, Back to Grimy? Lavelle 1, Patty Sinatra. Welcome. Okay.
Yeah.
I know you've been all over. Back in the day, when you started buying sneakers yourself, where was your favorite place to, you know, cop sneakers back in the day?
Yeah, it's easy, man. It was the military exchange. So this is a secret to everybody who don't know. You know, if you're in the military, your parents in the military, you got kids. Instead of waiting, if you're in the military, you're an adult, you got kids, and you know they ask for a certain shoe. I'm giving y'all, you know, to play now. If you don't want to wait in the lines and Foot Locker, first come serve, you know, champs, all that, just go on the military base. They have them. They just don't advertise it like that, but they have them. But I used to get all my shoes from there, like in my early years. But I never been really big on getting shoes from boutiques or like, you know, other stores. I mean, I just don't like paying the resale value for it. It has to be a shoe I really want that I'm going to pay the resale value for. You know, and there's no disrespect to none of the boutiques because I appreciate what people do. Some are really for the culture, some are not. I mean, being here, I'm in New Jersey right now. You know, it's not gonna say the store names, but there's a lot of stores here, man. They just don't care about the culture, man. They want to hit you on the head, make their dollar, which I'm all for making money, man. Like I never want to take food out nobody's mouth, but you know, it got to be some type of, you know, credibility in this when you're dealing with sneakers. You know, a lot of people think, oh, you got to take it too serious. I mean, you may think that, but for us, man, it's a way of life for us. I love sneakers, man.
Thank you. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I love sneakers. Ain't no so much, you had your growing pains. You learn, like I had guys, before me, older than me, they schooled me on things because I used to be one of those guys. I was always for the culture, but my head wasn't in it right. I wanted to be the guy in my younger early 20s. Even I got to like my late teens, early 20s. I wanted to be the guy with all the sneakers, and that was in it for the wrong reason, man. And I had to sit back. I had one of my guys. I don't know if he on here. He probably Kevin Oliver. He was one of the main guys that sat me down like, yo, you got a lot of sneakers, man. But what you doing it for? Are you doing it because you want to be known? Or you doing it to be cool? Or do you really love sneakers? I'm like, I love sneakers. He's like, well, do it the right way, man. Stop buying shoes that you know you ain't gonna wear. I used to buy shoes that I know I wasn't gonna wear. Just say, hey, I got it. Now I buy a shoe that I love. That I love. It could be $40. If it looks good, I love it. Like this is another favorite shoe of mine. It's like I would buy this all the time. I was happy when this shoe came out because I'm wearing it all summer. Like
a Clyde.
Yeah, like the Clyde. Like when I was growing up, I bought Clydes all the time too. Shoes that I love. And in the younger generation, I mean, that might not be their style, but that's my style. It makes me feel comfortable,
Yeah, and it's certain things. I mean, I really feel this way especially about Nike and Jordan brands. I really feel like they come out with specific releases for certain audiences. Like, for instance, I have these here just because I'm about to do a review on them. But like, this isn't for a young kid. You know what I'm saying? This is for us because we were like, oh, I remember I had them in '96, or I wanted them, or you know what I mean? Like, no young, you might have some hype beasts mess with it because of the Supreme collab with the regular '96. But I'm all about the nostalgia, and
Me too.
I still want to have different shit. It's kind of like the way I feel about my collection now. I have the majority of the classic shoes I wanted when I grew up. It's still a few out there that I either don't have anymore, they crumbled, or I've never been able to hold them. But I want to still have that shit, but I want to have like random different shit too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wore these white and red 12s, but tomorrow I might wear some Jeremy Scotts or some Converse snakes and skulls sewn all over them or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just, I want to mix it up, because to me, versatility is everything in a collection.
Exactly.
Because, it's to the point where, because we just moved to North Carolina, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
We would have sneaker con, and I mean, it's $30 or $35 or whatever. And I'm cheap. So, all right, I'm paying this money to get into the show, to be around a bunch of people I already know already.
Yeah.
And the majority of the tables are going to be Jordans, Jordan 1s, Yeezys, and, Off-White, and, all of that. And there's nothing wrong with that stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not all that I want to see. Like, when I go to a sneaker show, I want to see old shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to see the same shit over and over again.
So, how do you feel about the state of Jordan 1s? Like, I always like to hear people's point of view. Like, how do you feel about the state of it? Like, how, do you oversaturated? Do you feel people are just doing it just for the hype? Because I have my own view on it,
I'll put it like this. As far as, Jordans in general, and this is going to be me sounding every bit of my 40 years.
Gotcha.
I'd be surprised that Jordans are popular with, like, kids because we wore them for different reasons than the kids. We fucked with Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? He was the best player in the NBA. When he really rose to prominence, Magic and Bird were, kind of fading out. It was Jordan and everybody else from that class of 84 and on, Drexler, the year before Jordan, but we fucked with basketball. We were all watching NBA on NBC.
Yeah.
And, we liked him, but to sum it up, to make it short, the shoegame.com reposted a Facebook status I had put where I had said, because everybody's on this mid hate. If you were into Jordan 1s before 2011, you don't mind mids.
Yeah.
And because they were all mids. They were just OG colors. You know what I mean? Like, you know how short all them 01 ones were?
The One Love, all that. I mean, even like in the early 2000s, they was all like, short. Yeah.
Like those Japan, they made some Japan ones that were actual highs, but you couldn't get those over here.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
And I only knew about the Nike talk. You know what I mean? I knew about them.
Yeah. I think how because it's like it's a slippery slope with me. I mean, for the younger generation, because I'm more sympathetic for the younger generation. They weren't alive when some of these shoes came out. So in my eyes, I think it's for them to see what we wore coming up. So I don't have a problem if I see every Jordan 1 come out, they want to cop. This really becomes an issue with me. When it's people my age or a little bit older, you want to cop every one, and you wouldn't cop them back then. And you have all these Jordan 1s, even the hype ones, Travis Scott's, the J Balvin's, which I love. I got them too. But it's one shoe that you don't got, and I don't understand it. And I'm about to pull it out. I just don't understand it. Like, why you don't have it? You got all these shoes, Jordan 1s, but you don't have this one. That's my issue. Why you don't have this one? Y'all spending all this money on the hype ones to get the one that started it all.
Yeah.
Get the one that started it all. But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
See, the thing is, it's crazy because even with the OG colors, everything is even kind of switched around with them. Because for the longest, I'm gonna just say, I don't usually say bread, but I'm gonna just say bread for the sake of the conversation. Mm-hmm. The bread ones were always number one. They were ahead of the Chicagos. They were ahead of the Royals. They were way ahead of the Shadows. Mm-hmm. Any of that. And I just, even before the Last Dance documentary, the Chicago 1 gained traction and it surpassed the bread.
Yeah.
Which was crazy, because I feel like each retro series, like in 13, the Royal was the one everybody wanted. In 16, Red was the one everybody wanted, or the top 3. And that doesn't even, it's an OG, but not, you know what I mean? It's a little different with that. But I never thought that Jordan 1s would be the Jordan because, again, before 2011, before that band went with the X, the Jordan 1 was like how people treat the Jordan 2 now.
Yeah.
It was a sneakerhead and old dude shoe. And I guess technically we're both of those. Mm-hmm. So, but you still have your youth. You ain't got no gray, or you still got your hair, so you still look young.
I got 2 or 3 gray hairs I try to hide, try to tuck in.
Yeah, it's over with me. I've been looking old, but I never thought the Jordan 1s would be the Jordan. They matter more than the 11s. They matter more than the 6s to these people. Mm-hmm. And I'll never understand the mid hate. Some of the materials are shit on certain colors. All right. Mm. But every one isn't made, every OG high one isn't made great either. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it is a slippery slope, like you said. But it's something that I always like to get people's take on, on the show. Now, where's your favorite place to cop sneakers currently?
Right now, I shot them out. It is like a little I call it a resale consignment store. Soul Ply in New Jersey. Right here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. They really good on deals, and they have some great quality shoes, man. Like they any old shoe that I've been trying to get has been there for some odd reason, and I cop. A release come out, there I have it. I mean, I go in there. I do right by them. They do right by me. They always hook me up. Like I said, I work at Finish Line too. So I mean, when they need something, they'll come in and I'll hook them up. That's building that relationship, like a real relationship. So I say Soul Ply then. My store. You know, a lot of people don't like Finish Line, but you know, my store right now.
Yeah. Oh, let me shout out everybody who's joined. What's up, Sneaker Mess? What's up, Jay Pickett? What's up, iLap 38? X gonna give it to you. Kick it, carve. What's up, everybody? You know, Finish Line to me is really the only chain that caters to women, and y'all are like the king of the Air Maxes on a chain level.
Yeah,
that both Foot Locker and Hibbett, because Finish Line is probably the only. It's probably the only company I've never worked for at some point. I've never worked for Finish Line. They never would hire me, but you know, it's hard to beat. I mean, the thing that sucks is because we at Foot Locker we did it the same time y'all did it. That rewards program switched. It switched.
Yeah.
You know, that's why people because I miss it myself. But it's tough because like at home in Cleveland, Finish Line is great. Finish Line is king. I mean,
yeah.
Foot Locker is lacking. I mean, Cleveland is already a very racially segregated place. You know, it's split down the middle. All the black people are on the east side. All the white people are on the west side. Suburbs and regular city for the most part. I mean, you got some well-to-do places on the east side of Cleveland that are white, but Foot Locker only has 2 stores on the whole east side of Cleveland. It's like 7 Finish Lines. Yeah. So it's like here in Cleveland, you got to shop there, you know, whereas down here, it's not segregated like that in North Carolina, but Finish Line down here sucks. Like it's not one good one where we had like 3 good ones in Cleveland. So I
think that whole area, like Cleveland's, Indiana's, I mean, you know, the actual headquarters is in Indianapolis. I mean, I was just in Indiana for a whole month for training, Edinburgh for military training, and I went over to the Finish Lines. I was like, oh my, it's horrible. I like y'all ain't even taking pride in the store, man. Like y'all don't get shipment, y'all don't. I mean, cause they don't make money, man. They don't make money there, so it's like, why would I send stuff there if y'all not making money?
Yeah. You know? And then the whole JD Sports thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was going to make things better. Nah. But I guess it's still JD Sports is still a thing. And Finish Line is going to be its own thing still. I guess.
Yeah. For us, and you know, here in Cherry Hill, our store will be shutting down next year, and they moving us to all across the other side of the mall, and that's going to be our JD Sports. So next year we'll officially be JD Sports, and it won't be Finish Line at that mall no more. Okay. They're supposed to move to Snipes because they upstairs. They moved to Snipes downstairs in our old location. So Snipes. Wow. So yeah, I won't be Finish Line after next year. I'll be JD Sports. I might, you know, go to Foot Locker because every time I walk past it, get a cup of coffee, they stop me like, yo, when you gonna put on the stripes, man? I'm like, you know, I'm good where I'm at right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm good where I'm at right now, man. You know,
like I've worked for Foot Locker 3 different times. I worked for Foot Action before and after Foot Locker bought them. I worked at Champs. Well, I worked there 03, 04. I worked at Champs in 07, 06, 07, 08. And then I worked at Foot Locker again 2019 and 20.
Okay.
And each time it's always been an issue about pay. That's why I keep leaving. It's always about the pay.
Yeah.
And they're just doing more and more things where, you know, part of the perks of working at a shoe store is being able to get the shoes. You start doing shit where you've allotted the store a certain amount of shoes, and with Foot Locker, only 20% of the employees can get it. Me and the other manager are 1 and 2, so we're getting our pairs. So you got a bunch of disgruntled employees that want the shoe and can't get it. And, you know, you already really don't send enough. You know, it's just, it's mess. It's like, come on, man, let me get the shoe, man. I work here 40 fucking hours a week.
We go through that Finish Line a little bit. I mean, but I like, you know, another reason why I like working there because, you know, I like working with the younger kids. You know, I got them too. You know, I want them to know, you know, it's bigger than, you know, I want y'all to go to college, do stuff like that. I talk to them, but they treat me like a father figure, so they tell me. So I can give you a reason why, you know, a lot of employees get disgruntled. And what I'm about to say is no disrespect to, you know, resellers, because, you know, I never want to knock people hustle. So you got the 20%, you know, employee that, you know, and you know, most likely the manager going to get it because they're all about shoes too. So the manager and the assistant manager get the shoe. So now we can't get a shoe, or we got to put our name or in a hat or a draw for one employee to get a shoe. Now, the employee get the shoe. Now you got everybody that's been working 20, 30 hours a week, and a reseller come in. He get a pair. His homeboy behind him, homegirl behind him get a pair. So they sitting there looking like, how it's so easy for them to get a pair, and I work and I can't get a pair. We not, and you ask them, we're not asking for the discount. I just want the shoe. You don't have to give me the employee discount. I just want the shoe.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it is kind of frustrating, because I went through a point like that last year with that. Even though I know people, not everybody's, you know, everybody's not the same. A lot of people don't build with people. So with me, I took a trip because I could go and get the shoe somewhere else. But the person just working at it, yeah, they getting upset because why is these resellers getting the shoes easier than me, you know? It's frustrating.
I have no problem saying, I mean, they're bad to deal with on the sales floor. Like I just don't care for the resellers. I mean, I understand, and I understand your point of not hustles, but you know, for us to be in it, it's just tough because you really don't care. This is just $1 for you.
Oh, hey, some of the flat told me, this dude wearing Vans, like, yeah, I don't care about shoes. I forgot, the matter of fact, it was a Carmine release. I was working one of the rare Saturdays I worked, because I knew it was gonna get crazy. So they asked me to work. So I'm out there working the line, and I'm talking to one of the resellers. He flat out told me, like, I don't care about shoes, man. I just gotta make money. Just the money I make on the side while I'm in college. Young kid. I'm like, in a sense, it's like, I can't knock it, but it's like, bro, you don't care about, like, I don't want to hook you up with nothing, man. Like, I'm nothing now, man, because you don't care about the shoe.
And then, you know, for me, one thing, because I've done the chains and I've done the boutiques. You know, I was a manager. This place is called Exhibition. It used to be called Next. This Cleveland's Tier 0 Nike account. I worked there for 5 years. Okay. And there were a lot of shoes I couldn't get there because they would take care of the NBA and NFL players that were in the city and ones that would come to the city. So, you know, we went through it there where I had to literally fight with the owner of the company for certain shoes. Like, I had to fight with the Kobe 8s. I took the line, like, in Cleveland, I know pretty much all of the true resellers. Yeah. And I look out and be like, it's him. Like, those are all just, you know, like, I love Kobe. Like, this, you know, this is years ago. Like, that's my dude. Like, I need those shoes.
Me too, man. I feel you.
I had to really go head to head, but I hate dealing with them sometimes, in the sense of they'll try to overwhelm you with the shit and try to wear you down and be grabbing at every little thing. Because the Foot Locker I worked at was like a part outlet, part regular store. So we had like older shit. So we'd have shit for cheap. Yeah. And you know, it was like a recipe for disaster. So whenever we had resellers come in, I just wouldn't deal with them. You know, the store manager, I'm like, well, that's where you make your money. You know, that's on you. Yeah. I don't do it. You know what I mean? So,
hey, they don't even like speaking to me, because I had a look on my face. They know, like, yeah, they asked me questions. I'm not gonna tell you nothing. Like, y'all got this in yet? I don't know. I'm not a stock guy.
Yeah.
I don't do shipment.
You know. If you're gonna do this, and again, it might be resellers, you know, in the thing, and I'm not trying to diss nobody, but if you're gonna be that, be respectful, be considerate. Don't come in trying to bulldoze me, you know what I mean, and try to, you know, because I've gotten into it with people like, man, you need to chill the fuck out, man. Yeah. You know, you see, it's all types of other motherfuckers, you know, where I'll get like that on the sales floor. There's all types of other motherfuckers in here. You coming at me with 87 shoes, bro. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on.
And I feel you.
tell whether you buy them or not.
Yeah.
So fuck out of here. But
it, it makes me mad now, like with the dunk craze, because that was like I consider that my era, like far as like dunks, as I feel that's my era, like. And I got people like in the group. I mean, I see people comment. I know they'll tell you when I was in school, like everybody was wearing Air Force Ones. I was wearing dunks. That because that's what my at that time, my mom stopped working, so the income was kind of, So at that time, that's what my mom could afford me was the dunks, Air Force Twos. That's why I wear dunks, Air Force Twos.
Yeah,
I wish Nike. Can y'all please bring Air Force Twos back, man? Like to me, that's a dope shoe.
The high one, typically
Yeah.
the 76ers colorway. Please.
Yes, bring that back, please. I need those, man. Like I wear those every day if you bring it back.
Like when we were moving to Cleveland, I had a garage sale and I sold a bunch of shoes that I really wasn't wearing. And my one little dude, like, he's in it. He's young, but like he's really in it. And I sold him my 76ers Air Force 2 because I was like, man, I only wear these like once a year.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were in what I call a sneaker vortex, where it's not even about if you have the money.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the money, you just can't find the shoes. Like it never came out. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk in the future, when I'm like, that's that vortex, you gonna know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? There's certain shoes that are just there where it's like, well, where the fuck is it?
Yeah, trust me. I'm following somebody. Yeah, I'm following somebody right now. IG, OG Burst, whatever, Bust, whatever, OG Bust.
Yeah.
I'm DMing like, dude, where you find these shoes? Like, hey, man, I'm DMing. He don't respond back, but hey, you gotta shoot your shot. Like, where you find these shoes at? Because I need some of those, man. Like, you just can't find them, man. Like, you can't find some of these shoes. So I agree with you, man. Like,
where are they?
But like, far as the dunks, man, like it's just funny. And again, this is why I go back to the kids. I feel like the dunks that's coming out, I feel it are for the kids to see what we wore. It's for them. I think it's for them. Even though I know it's we the one was really wearing them, but I think it's for them to see. And I don't mind if they going crazy with the dunks. Again, I get upset and get frustrated with people my age group or older that I know for a fact that wasn't wearing dunks, man. I bought it in 2012 at Burlington Coat Factory for 40 $40.
Yeah. I think the last dunk that I got at Burlington, it was in 17. I got the cold pizza SBs that look like foil.
Yeah.
And they were like $29.99 at Burlington. Like I miss
Tilly's. Tilly's used to have them. Like,
yeah.
So for this to go crazy like that, I mean, I know probably in years the craze probably gonna go down, and that's a good thing. I can go back getting what I need. Stuff I should have kept. I should have preserved anyway. I should have kept some of those back in the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some of my older ones. I'm gonna go back in the room. I came back out here because it's a little hot, but I don't be trying to my central air unless I have to. That light bill will be sky high. But
yeah, I feel you. I turn it on once in a blue moon too.
If somebody turns it on without having to check with me first, like if my son or my wife are like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. It's only 80. It ain't 90.
Yeah, if you ain't passing out, man, you good.
Yeah. But all of my dunks are old. They're all from between 1999 and like most of them until maybe 2012.
Yeah.
And then I have a few newer ones, 13 to 16, and then I have one newer one like from this craze now. But dunk I've had the longest. You can see this old ass box.
Ooh, yeah.
So and you can see the paint is starting to peel a little bit on it.
They're going crazy for the lows right now as we speak.
Yeah, like I paid $19.99 for these back in the day.
Yeah, right now you almost getting $280. They trying to hit you for $280.
Yeah, like this shows you how long I've had these. I don't know if you can see on the inside. It still got the Foot Locker display sticker. $64.99.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oh man. Well, what what influences your sneaker purchasing habits? Like what influences what you buy as far as sneakers?
Um, I mean, like I said, man, it has to fit me, like in my style, how I dress. I do like to dress, It, you know,
I'll be
it
saying.
has. Yeah. It just has to fit my style, And like I said, not say like I can't really say student in the game, but I pay like I pay attention to a lot of people. If I see if I see a certain shoe or see a certain fit, I'm like I'm gonna mirror that, but make it my own. You always gotta learn from others people, so that would motivate other people with fire kicks or shoes from back in the day or heat from like 2-3 years ago that's probably slipped on, but they got them like that makes me go hunt for like I'm always on eBay, offer up. This is every day. I'm on it every day trying to find steals, find gems. I'm trying to because I sold a lot of pairs. I mean, when I left home, my parents, a lot of old shoes gave to my brother, my little brother. He don't want like a shoe right now that makes my stomach turn when I see the price, and I had it. And my brother wore it. It's in my parents' basement right now. I look at it, just crumbled. Look, it's the gold metallic ones, patent leather joints back in the day. They came out.
Oh, the ones from '03.
Yeah, it's just like this is like $1,000 reset. Like I want those shoes back, but it's like I'm not paying that. I'm never paying that. But I literally had that. Like I'm like, I get on my every time I see my brother. Every time I see my brother, I give him like a little, headlock. Like, man, you killed all my old shoes, man. They all just like I go down the basement. I got like 4 boxes. My dad wrote Daryl shoes. Daryl shoes. I'm going there and looking at them. They just OG military 4s, Jordan 6s, bread. I mean 4s. I mean old stuff I wore back in the day. Like it's still there. I keep them there just for nostalgia purposes, just to look at it like, damn, I really had these shoes. Once a blue moon, you pay attention to my IG, I'll post a throwback 15 years ago or 6 years. Just to show you, I had this.
Yeah,
I had
markers, man.
Huh?
07.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But that's like really my motivation. It gets me, like I just look at other people, man. Like I said, man, I watch you. I like I said, I see stuff like, damn, man, like I remember that shoe. So that gets me to, go look. I ain't gonna. I see with someone like, oh yeah, let me go look and see if I can get on eBay for right quick. It can be at least it's in good condition. I'll get it.
Yeah, I do the same. eBay, Macari, Poshmark, Depop, OfferUp. I haven't done anything OfferUp since I've been in North Carolina, but I did it in Cleveland a few times. But since I was, running the store, running the Hibbett Sports, like, man, just come up to Hibbett Sports. I'm the store manager. I'll meet you. You know what I mean? So it will be safe. If shit went down, it was on my cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Got you.
but all right. Well, what are your what's your most recent cop?
Oh, this is my recent cop. Let me see. I'm waiting on 2 right now as we speak in the mail, but I just bought this one because my other ones are crumbled, and I'm going to get the suede darkened so it can look like my old, technically OGs, but I just bought these the other day. I just walked in the mall. They were sitting there.
Right.
I grabbed them. Let's see. What else? These right here. I had to get another pair. Like that's another thing. But once I really like a shoe, I'll buy it over and over. Like the court purples.
Ooh, I need those.
Yeah.
I'm passing on those.
Yeah, man. This is my second pair. I buy shoes like almost every week, so that's like really my recent 2 right now. But right now, I'm waiting on my off-white rubber dunks, the yellow joints. I got the black and green ones, and I bought something that it looks kind of hype beastish, but for some reason I just wanted to see how I look in person, how I feel, because too many people buying it. It's just that Yeezy foam runner. So I bought. So I bought it just to say I was on a flight. I just bought it like a couple days. I was on my flight coming back from. I was in Texas, coming back here to New Jersey, and I was like, man, yeah, I'm just gonna buy it, man. Let me. I just want to see how it really look, man. Too many people got it. I just want to see how it look, man.
Yeah,
So
too, man. Let me know how they feel.
yeah, it should be here next week. So definitely let you know. I mean, this one, I like to play basketball, so bought another pair of these. J. Cole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for a good little minute, what I bought. I bought the Shadow 2.0s, which I mean, those some shoes I buy too. I use as trade bait. You know, you got something, that I want. You want this? Hey, you can have the Shadow. Give me that shoe, man. You know. So that one, I don't see myself wearing that one. That just for a trade bait because I got the original Shadows. That's the one I like.
Yeah,
So
that's another one that I did that I foolishly
yeah,
hit in 2018. That's like the only OG one that I'm missing.
yeah.
Uh,
Sitting right here. Yeah, I probably wore this one probably like once or twice, but yeah,
whew, yeah, that's a beautiful
it's
thing.
still crispy.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is your favorite Air Max, man? I think I probably know the answer because great minds think alike, but I just want to hear it because I got a story reason why this one's my favorite.
Um, favorite Air Max silhouettes. So many, but I'm gonna go different. I really love the Air Max 98.
98. That's I kind of figured that's my favorite Air Max 98. And the reason why I like that one is funny. People laugh when I tell it because like, yo, out of all things, this is the reason why it's your favorite. So years back, I was in my teenage years. I was sitting at home chilling, and I was watching Wayne Brothers and Marlon. Man, I'm sorry, man, that's a slept on sneaker dude. If you actually watch the show and looked at what was on his feet, everybody
Yeah,
thinks Marlon was like really had them shoes, man. And when
absolutely.
I saw him with these, I had to find them. This is like my favorite one right here.
Toriello.
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite one. I'm actually looking for another pair now as we speak because I want another one so I can wear it all the time.
Yeah, I got the pair from 14. I really wanted a pair from 18 because the pair
Yeah.
from 14 is a half size small. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But they sold out and they started going for too much money, man.
Yeah, I think this one's 14. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you good. But yeah, that Air Max 98, man. That's my favorite silhouette, man. And of course your 95s, but I'm everybody say Air Max 1, but Air Max 90, man. That to me just I remember growing up. I mean, I just remember seeing people wear those all the time, man. Like growing up in Atlanta, I mean, a lot of people, that we really not know. Probably now we known for sneakers, but like it was kind of underrated for our sneakers. Everybody just think that we wore like Fila's and K Swiss, your Reeboks. No,
Uh-huh.
yeah, some serious sneaker dudes. I mean, that our main thing back in the day, and anybody from Atlanta in here, you could put 100 emoji because you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, we had our Fila's, but Air Max 90, that was like our shoe. Like, that's what we wore all the time there. Air Max 90 and Sauconys. That was the shoes we was wearing, And then our Fila's, Air Force Ones, that's when, it took over, and then we are known for, fake city. They got all the swap meets, fake shoes, it's very known, but not all of us is like that out there. Not all that. It got some serious sneaker dudes out there.
Okay. Excuse me. Right quick, what's the biggest change or adjustment you've had to make post pandemic, involving sneakers?
Oh, be honest with you, man. Actually, getting the shoe. Like if you're not getting on time, the pricing. Like I told you, I'm not paying crazy prices for shoes, man. Like, and that's what's coming. Like when I knew when that Flint 13.
That's
When
where
that,
everything changed. I always say. That's where everything changed.
When that came out, dog, I'm like, what? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great shoe, but I mean, I can't get a pair. Like, I end up getting a pair, but it's like, you
I
try
feel
to
like the man on them old Bad Boy albums was like, tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them
why. Bad rapper. That's what I'm saying. Man. Like, you charge me $350 for what? Man, come on, dude. Like, nah, man. Like, and I like that's when I knew everything started changing from there, man.
Because, like I always say, and I've said it on this show, probably almost every episode, like, when the pandemic first started, those core purple ones you just showed, the white, black, and red 5s,
yep,
DMP 6, you could get them. Stores were doing curbside. They were online. That's why I kick myself for not having those purple. I just call them the purple Chicagos, but those purple 0.0s. So, you know, I'm still thinking with a pre-pandemic brain. I'm like, shit, Flint 13s, because our store was closed, not because of the pandemic anymore. The mall we were in became a dead mall like a year before that, and the mall was literally crumbling down around us, so it wasn't like safe to go in there. So our store was closed.
Yeah.
So I didn't do any legwork. I'm like, well, it's the Flint 13. Yeah, they haven't been out in 10 years, but I mean, it's full family. You know, usually when you say full family, it's gonna be a million pairs. They're gonna be all over the hood. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have it. The club,
everybody gonna have them. So
people in the club gonna have it.
yeah. So it shouldn't be a hard cop. And I've got every other Flint 13 except that one. You know what I mean? I wanted to do a video for my YouTube where I had the 98, the 05, the 10, and the 20 all together. And I just can't bring myself to pay anything more than retail for that shoe. So I don't have a pair from 2020 yet. I'm sure I'll get one at some point, but
yeah,
that let me know. You hit it right ahead. That's where everything changed.
How I got that one, it was just like, because we shut down, man. Nobody wasn't coming in the store, but the managers, they would come in just because they do WGIs, the shipment and stuff like that. And she no longer work with us no more, but she, text me like, yo, what you doing there? I said, I mean, I'm at home because we working from home now. Even in the military, we was working from home. She's like, 13s and you want a pair? I said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'll be there in 10 minutes. So I end up getting a pair, luckily, but I'm like, it sold out that quick, and then people charging for $350, $375. Like, I'm not paying that for a Flint 13, man. I got every pair before that. Y'all was
fuck that.
Yeah, like, I mean, before the pandemic, man, it just, I mean, it opened your eyes, man, where we at right now, man. And I just don't think it's not gonna get no better. And I don't want to keep bringing these guys up, but it's true, man. Like, it's not gonna get no better with these resellers, man. The Biden is at an all-time high. The Biden is at the all-time high right now. It's like it makes you like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I ain't even thought about like, yo, put me on one, man. Because but I didn't do it. I mean, because I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's and people always say, you should just sell your shoes. You should sell your shoes. And it's like, yeah, there's certain pairs that I have, there's certain pairs you have, where it's like, yeah, I can put them on any of these things, and they'll go. If they're dead stock, I can set them on StockX, they'll go. But we work in shoe stores, so it's like, yeah, I could get them, but I'm gonna pay twice as much as I paid the first time to get them bitches.
Yeah.
If I hold on to them long enough, they'll be worth more than they are now.
But you know the Craze thing? And this is why I knew, like, again, the prices just went, any shoe just went skyrocketed once the pandemic hit. I don't know why. Even old shoes. The certain shoe I'm about to show you right here. Where is that? Right here. I remember, I think it was 2015. I just literally walked in the mall. Matter of fact, I was living in North Carolina. I was in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, that's where I'm at. I'm in between.
Yeah.
So I'm in between.
I literally walked in there. I grabbed this one, the Shadow, and the Royal. Like it's nothing. This dead stock resale value right now is almost $900.
I could not give them any of them away back in 2015. I couldn't give any of them away. Like, I did a bunch of phone orders for people. for exhibition had their website, so I would just do phone orders. Like there were people buying them from like other parts of the country, but like in Cleveland, my regular customers, nah, nobody. Bitches. Like even with the Chicago 2015 Chicago, like I had a line, and it was mostly reseller, but it wasn't crazy. The shattered backboard, it was sort of crazy, because there was hype that came with that shoe that I didn't really understand. I'm like, this isn't even a real color, you know what I'm saying? But that to me, that shattered is where everything changed for the one. It went up a level with the band.
I got a story for that one. I remember Craze and that's when I just started working, because I was taking breaks off, but I just started working back at Finish Line. This is when I was in North Carolina. I was working at Finish Line in North Carolina one. And I had a homeboy, like he was just going crazy about it. I'm not gonna put your name out, but we laugh about it to this day because you didn't do it. I talked you out of it. You didn't do it, but he's like, bro, I gotta get that shattered backboard. I'm like, bro, I mean, I was just like, yes, that's not even the original color. Like, why y'all going crazy about it?
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
This man flat out told me, hey man, I'm about to get me a UA pair. Forget that. I'm like, bro, don't do that, though. He said, that's how bad he wanted. He said, I'm just gonna get me an unauthorized one. Like that's like it's like a top quality one. I'm gonna get. I'm like, dog, don't do that, bro. Like, don't do that. He ended up getting a pair. But I'm glad he's like, man, I'm glad he taught me out there. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, it's not worth it, bro. Like, it's not worth getting a UA for that one, bro. And that's why I knew the ones. I said, that's why I knew, it's about to get different. And that's what I was talking about before in one of my posts about Jordan 2s. Because I'm starting to see a lot of posts in Facebook, IG, just showing Jordan 2s. I hope they don't do Jordan 2s like they did Jordan 1s. And then everybody start going crazy about Jordan 2 because that's gonna make me mad. I'm like, it really gonna make me mad.
I don't think it has the overall appeal beyond our
yeah.
It's not like the one. Like we love it. Yeah, I
see a lot of posters. I'm like,
well, it's still too bulky. Like I don't see girls. You know what I mean? But it could happen. I mean, shit. They're gonna, it's gonna. I predicted around Christmas. I was talking to one of my friends about the foams, and I was like, "Watch, they're gonna find a way to make foams cool again too." And then they came out with that Comme des Garçons pair, and I'm like, "I told you."
I sold every. I got people that mad at me now. I sold every pair of my foams. I sold every pair. Reason why? I mean, I never really been a big fan of them. I mean, they hurt my feet. I try to play basketball in them. They just hurt it hurt my feet. So I just like forget it. I sold every pair.
Yeah, I mean,
I own no foams no more.
Like I think I may have 8 or 9 pairs, but most of them are older. Like I have the snakeskin pair from 2 years ago, and I only have those because I found those at a Nike outlet for $69.99. And I was like, I'm never gonna see some foams again, even though I don't really like these. But the only ones I care about are the blue ones, the pennies, and they do hurt. And it just kind of made me, foams are what made me realize that the shoes that the players wear aren't the shoes that we buy.
Exactly.
And because I'm like, man, there's no way Rashid is playing in a pair of regular $90 Forces. There's no way. He's wearing Air Force One Supremes with the air bubble in them or something. You know what I mean?
Got extra padding inside of it too.
Yeah, and it's probably made specially for him, But yeah, man, this is crazy. Also wanted to touch on what you were saying about Marlon Wayans. With us growing up in the, the 90s, that product placement was everything. You know what I mean? Like putting those sneakers on those celebrities, it added an extra element and it adds to like the significance of the shoes. Like, yeah, when I see some Jordan 5s, I think of Michael Jordan first in 19. I also think about Will Smith. Black and red 7s, I'm thinking of that first season of Martin because he wore them the first couple episodes, with the white and blue 6s. Like,
when 12s, the 11s,
Yeah, so those shoes, the 11. I mean, I remember that the most. I remember the 11 was the fucking Busta Rhymes "Woo Ha Got You All in Check" video. He was
Yep.
certain part of the video like, God, Busta Rhymes got him too. Like, gotta get these. Like that Concord is something special, but it only is raw when it's brand new. So, okay. So the Jordan 2 is your favorite shoe.
Yeah, as far as Jordan wise, but one of my, like I said, one of my favorite shoes. Let's see what I got. This was everything to me, and there's another one.
Oh man, that's in the Vortex.
Yeah, this one right here, and yeah, these Bacons, like those, like one of my favorite shoes.
Yeah, those 93 Barclays, like that's another one where we had them at exhibition at Next, and we had so many pairs of them. They went down to like $70, but at the time, my pair from 2001 was still wearable. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, it's the Barkley. It'll come back in another few years or whatever. But they haven't brought it back since 13. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Because whenever I find them, they're either a pair from 01 that's crumbling, like my pair. There's they came out in 06 as well. And that's a kind of a crapshoot. It's like, they may crumble, they may not. Yeah. But that pair from 13, a good condition pair, is hard to come by now. Yeah. I also didn't like the fact they made the swoosh 3M, but I could live with that.
Yeah. I mean,
because you can find any other color in that shoe for nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You can't find
red, purple, whatever. But that black and gray one, the Fab 5, the 93 Barkley, it's just. Yeah, the Bacon, it's retro 3 times too, but they aren't really as hard to find. The blue and gray and black ones, like those are hard to find because they only did those once. Yeah. Like I have my original pair from '97, but they're not wearable.
Gotcha.
So yeah, those are tough. But what is like your go-to shoe? Like I'm gonna kill these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill them today. What shoe was that?
Let me see. I gotta go through. It's kind of hypey, but I love it, man. Every time I go wear these, I was just in Atlanta a couple weeks ago. Every time I walk somewhere, somebody stopped me like, "Yo, I love your shoe, man. I love your shoe." Yeah, these right here, man. Okay. It's like my go. Yeah.
Nice.
OG5. Yeah, I mean it's kind of hypey, but I saw this one, I just fell in love with it, man. Like I want to get another pair. It's just the price kind of crazy right now.
I'd like a pair of those. Those are the black. The only off-white shoes I own are the Vapor Streets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Off-whites. I mean, just to wear. I keep up with the youngins.
It is every now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have a Holy Grail?
A Holy Grail. Yeah. Matter of fact, it really don't mean much to a lot of people, but it means something to me.
Oh, so you got your Grail. It ain't nothing you looking for. You got them already.
Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't mean nothing to nobody because you can find this anywhere, like $90, but this is my Grail. I got 2 of them actually. This one right here, because like I said, Gary Payton's my favorite player. Always was. So this was another shoe for me growing up. Just the detailing to me, is, I mean, it's dope, man. This part right here, like whoever designed that, I mean, you got to be a real good genius to make this part right here. Another one to me, I'm glad this shoe came back out. I hope this darn thing don't fall. I'm glad the shoe came out. I want the original pair again, but mine's is crumbled. My original pair is crumbled, but
the Viotex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it up on those.
Yeah. So that's like one of my grails, man. Like I said, my grails is just like I said, it's not everybody else is sometimes they have hype stuff, but these are my grails because this is what I wanted coming up.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't grab those Sonics ones, but I did grab the white and black and white of that
Yeah.
Zoom G.
Mm-hmm.
We had them for like $39.99. I couldn't leave them. I'm like, man,
Yeah. Yeah, I see. Like I said, I see a lot of people when they pull out their Grails. It'd be off-white Chicago, off. I mean, I got those. I mean, but that's just not my Grails. It doesn't do nothing for me. I mean,
yeah.
like I said, the Jordan 1, the bread, that's my Grail too. Like, those mean something to me. The Chicago 2s, that's my Grail. So yeah.
All right. What's the shoe you need to unds?
Oh, too many. This one real quick.
Okay.
This one, let's see. I don't want to keep going through it because it's going to fall. The Jordan 4-5 Reds.
Okay. I need to stock those too.
Yeah. This one. Let's see if I can. Dover Street Air Force Ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't worn these yet. Definitely got unds these. The Cool Grey 3s. What else? Yeah, that's basically everything else. I'd probably put my foot in so far if I got it.
I know you said it earlier, so there isn't any shoe that you have that you won't leave dead stock. You're wearing everything.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing everything. Eventually, all these gonna get worn.
All right. I'm the same way. Now, what's the shoe that everybody loves that you just don't fuck?
Oh, the ones that just came out right now. Everybody, I mean, a couple months ago, the Grateful Dead dunks. I'm like, I mean, for me, like, I'm not knocking nobody, but it's like all the fuzziness on it, man. Like nah, man. Like, there's just too much. It's got too much. And then I was never a fan of that. So like, why I have no attachment to that shoe.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, one of my favorite shoes. Another of my favorite shoes. I'm gonna tell you why I'm attached to this shoe. The Great 5, the original Great 5, and it's not because of Fresh Prince. You remember Chris Rock album cover when he was sitting on the when I saw that picture with that biker jacket with the jeans, the cut up jeans with the Jordan 5s, I was like, that's
Born
a dope
Suspect.
shoe. Yeah. That picture right there made me love that shoe. Like, I have attachment to that, Grateful Dead, I don't know nothing about that. And I'm all about dunks and everything, but I have no attachment to Grateful Dead's, man. I mean, so it's like, nah. The Off-White Sail 4s, nah.
Yeah. That's not really, for us. I feel like when they come out with stuff like that, it's just to make sure they still have that Yeezy customer they lost when they lost Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they had the Fear Gods. That's why the Off-Whites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's up, Twin Mother? What's up, Crooklyn Shells? Y'all didn't have my blue Converse in the store today. Sorry about that. Inbox me if you need. I'll try to get it for you. All right. Who's your favorite sneakerhead, or do you have one?
Oh, Mayor by far, man.
I'm gonna say this. I had IDs before I saw Mayor's collection, but like seeing all of his ID Air Force Ones made me want to ID more stuff. A lot of the stuff he had, I mean, he went to 255. A lot of that shit you can't do now.
Yeah.
Because I look at some of the older IDs I have that I was able to make, and I'm like, damn, you can't even do this now. Like, exactly. I made some with the Hirachis in 2000, either 14 or 15. I did have a Nike ID just come in. That was an Air Force One with like the Velcro and shit. But
yeah,
it's just not the same, and it's not worth it to me to do Nike by you unless the shoe is unlocked.
Exactly.
Especially a 95. Like if you make a 95 with a regular essential options. It's like some shit you can just buy at Finish Line. You know what I mean? Then what gets me is like whenever I go to Nike outlets, because like we're probably gonna go to Charlotte this weekend. I'm gonna go to Concord Mills. Somebody will return something to Nike. It'll be an ID and it'll just be all white, like some all white 95s. Like you can just buy them bitches.
Yeah, you can buy them. That's how I felt about the Nike buy you with the dunks. I'm like, because I know what I want to make, but I can't make it. I know what I want to make.
Yeah, like I have 2 ID dunks. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, I know what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make me a Heineken dunk without the logo, but I can't make it.
Yeah, like because they had it where you could only do it by panel, like 1, 2, 3. Like that was whack. Yeah. I have 2 ID dunks that I made. I made a pair in 07, and I made a pair in either 08 or 09, and I could pretty much do what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's such a letdown. Like that's why. Part of it is all right. I work for Converse, which in turn means I work for Nike. But I could do a lot more with some Chucks than I can with any Nike silhouette. The only Nike silhouette you can really mess around with are some of the player shoes, and they're, it's like I could make a lot with a PG, but I you know what I mean? It's a PG.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even think I own a pair.
Yeah. Like I like Paul George, so I don't have any 5s yet, but I have 1 through 4, at least 1, but they were all outlet 5s. Yeah. And so
speaking of the Converse, man, I'm really loving that Chinatown Market one, man. The one I just bought that too. It's my look at it's like, it's a beautiful shoe. I can't wait to wear that this summer too. So
you got the pro leather or the Chuck?
Yeah, let me pull it out. I don't want to drop my darn stuff.
What's up, Lifestyle Supreme? What's up, Blessing Royals? A lot of people plan to paint the panel in the toe box. Yeah, guess that's what you got to do now. Okay, you got the pro leather. Yeah. I want it, man.
StockX.
Cheap. They wouldn't let us get a discount on them, so I ain't buy the bitches, man. I'm like, man.
I love this shoe, man. Like it's dope, man. Like that.
As a lifelong Laker fan, I mean, I even have a Lakers tattoo. Like I really should have them bitches, but I'm like, man, 120 for that's just a lot.
Yeah, I'm bought a Jeff Hamilton jacket for this though.
Man, I want those and the Chucks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have a favorite sneaker YouTuber?
I really don't get into those guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, it never ain't my thing. I seen stuff. My little brother showed me stuff. I got younger guys that like I work with. They showed me stuff. It's like a big old circus, man. Every time I see somebody argue about stuff and going back and forth. I mean, I'm aware of these guys. Like, there's a lot of guys I see people give a lot of flack that I know that are real sneakerheads. Like people get at people like I know the guy like Kais, like. Tony D2 Wild, he's from Atlanta. Like I know guys like that. Mike Rich, I know guys like that. Kite's the main one. I see people give him a lot of flack, but he's a sneakerhead to me, man. Like he did certain shoes that I seen the Full Size Run episode. I seen that, and to me, I felt like he kept it real, like saying, I don't mess with dunks, and it's true. Like his side of time, I mean, I've been out there in Cali, they was around that time frame. They was rocking Air Force Ones. They wasn't really rocking dunks and stuff like that. That's what they was wearing. Air Force Ones and Jordan. So he kept it real. I mean, he could have lied, said he knew about dunks and then just got exposed out there, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I respect it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I was going to ask you how you store your sneakers, but I see you keep them in the OG box. I do the same.
I keep them all in the box. Quick question I got for you though, like,
sure.
Or sneakerhead, like what do you see in the person that what determines to you that this person is a sneakerhead, or you think they fake? How you feel like? How do you see if they faking or they really about it? Because I got my views on certain things too.
I mean, you could just tell. All right. I mean, I hate to be one of those people because it's kind of like, all right, I've got more shoes than I ever need, more shoes than I ever thought I would have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all, you know, blessings. You know, I got to give it, you know, I've really been blessed to have gotten some of the stuff I've gotten since I've been in this. But when you tell me that you've got 40 pairs or whatever, it's not about how many you have, but it's kind of how you talk about your sneakers.
Yeah.
You know, like this one dude, he was talking to me about his Jordan 1 collection and how he loved ones, and he was definitely over 25.
Yeah.
But all the ones were from like the last 2 years. So it's like, well, they've really been retroing Jordan 1s for a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, they've been retroing them in the current way since 13. So your oldest one is the UNC to Chicago. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Or the Turbo Green. Like, it's cool, but
you getting all, like I said, you getting all the pairs. I mean, you just getting all the hype pairs. Like, when it comes to Jordan 1s, man, like, I get any kind of one. Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter. Like,
a short one. I got mellow ones. Like
all the black. Yeah,
yeah,
I got those. They weren't made well, but I got them.
Yeah, I mean, I love them.
That whole pack was made kind of the Blake Griffin.
The Russell Westbrook. I just got rid of those Russell Westbrook ones, but like I definitely agree with you what you mean. But I agree with you on that. I mean, me personally, you just look at. I mean, not saying look at because that you really can't judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
But I look for certain things. What type of boxes you got? Like you say Jordans, right? And you just showing me the black and gold box. I'm looking at you like you probably just start copying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, start showing me boxes like these.
Show me a face box. Yes.
Yeah. Show me boxes. Show boxes like these. You know, you show me a box. Even a box like this. You show me a box like this. Okay, I see you. That's coming Nike. Yeah, even Nike. You got boxes like these.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, I know.
The old one.
Yeah, I know you really in it.
Yeah, it's okay if you're older and you haven't been in it. It is kind of weird to me where it's like, yeah, I'm 40 years old and I just jumped in the shoe game. Where I'll kind of be like, why to that? But, you know, people think that you have to have a certain amount of pairs. Like this one young dude that I talked to about sneakers, he'd be down in himself, and I'm like, bro, it's not about quantity. You know, like my wife has more shoes, more sneakers than most of these dudes out here. You know what I'm saying? But she buys what she likes. She likes Air Maxes. You know what I'm saying? So she has a few Jordans, but you know, if you just stick in your lane and what you like, that's how I know that you're in it, because you'll have a lane. You ain't just buying what everybody else is buying.
Mm-hmm.
Not knocking nobody for liking ones. Ones have been great, but you know, just keep it real and be like, yeah, I've only, you know, been in this for a couple of, you know, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And, I'm not a sneakerhead because I have to wear Converse. So if they look at my page and they just be like, this dude, you know, but if you scroll or if you Google Shorty C94, you'll see.
But that's the thing. Like, we in an era now that you can't wear Converse and they're looking at you like you're not.
Yeah.
Converse been around before. Like, if you want to get technical, like, I never want to be that guy, and I get on people when I see people like that, you know, you look at a certain person. I know a guy right now, one of my good friends, one of these white guys, you know, he's one of those typical guys, he wears nothing but Adidas shell toes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But think nothing about it. You just think he just got to wear Adidas. But if you was to know him, you go to his house, he got Jordans. Mm-hmm. His leisure time, yeah, he gonna wear Adidas shell toe. That, you know, you can't never judge a book by its cover when it comes to sneakers, man. You just got to see, you know.
And if it's somebody older, like if it's somebody over 30, mm-hmm. you can tell that they've been in it by how they wear their sneakers.
Yeah.
You know, like you ain't got to be up on fashion because there's a lot of dudes that are sneakerheads that are not. But you can tell by how they wear their shoes
mm-hmm.
that they've been in it. So, you know. But yeah, man, I appreciate you asking me questions. Not a lot of people,
Yeah,
do.
man. I like to learn too, man. Like I said, like I've been in the sing game for a long time, but you still can learn from everybody, man. Especially and been in longer than me. And like I said, I used to be one of those guys that want to be known to have all the sneakers or think I'm trying to be better than somebody, but it's not about that, man. Because you're gonna look crazy. I've looked. I could go on here right now and tell you I have looked crazy before in front of people. You know, like I look crazy thinking I was something that I'm not. And it's all about the love of the game, man. I'm the love of the game, man. I'm older now. I just love the game. Man. I love having, I love getting shoes that I love. I love the history behind it. Like I get stuff for the history.
For
And
sure.
yeah, but I got another one. But we get into sneakers. What is your favorite Air Force One?
Man, you asked me my favorite shoe, and now my favorite Air Force One.
I
Uh,
got mine out.
Favorite Air Force One. That I own.
Mm-hmm.
That I own.
Own or you don't own.
All right, my favorite Air Force One that I own. I have a pair of the very first released Sheed Air Force Ones from 2002. The
Mm-hmm.
all black highs with the patent leather and it's got Rashid silhouette on the side.
Yeah.
Either those or the Rashids from that pack that those Tony Parkers you have.
Yeah.
That New Six. That's also one of my favorites. I really should wear them more, but since the inside is leather, they're a little hard to get on and off.
Yeah. I got the newer pair of Rashids, the I think it's Think 16. They call it like the Think 16 pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, as my profile pic. I got wearing them.
Yeah. I
And
always I never had those either time. I remember them as an OG.
yeah,
That pack. Like
yeah,
that pack is expensive, man. Everything
yeah,
in that pack sells for a lot. Even the Converse. Like, I
yeah,
want them hell fast breaks, but I
yeah,
can't find 200. And I just
yeah. I feel you.
yeah,
But I had to get those shoes. Another pair, the
always.
Cubans. Yeah,
Oh, the Untold Truth, the
yeah,
Huts.
yeah,
I got the Ethiopian clowns from that,
yeah.
the blue ones.
Yeah, I love these, man. This is a dope shoe. And my other favorite Air Force One, since you're a Cleveland guy, the LeBron James, man. That I'm looking at this moment. I'm looking for a reasonable price for my size right now to get. I'm, I'm
What?
trying. I'm trying. I had them back in the day, and I just wore those. I didn't think they was gonna be worth it, so I used to wear them all the time. Now I want another pair of those.
What? Was it the Cavs colored ones or was it the St. Vincent St. Mary?
No, the Cavs color ones.
Okay.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Huh.
I need those again. I definitely need those again, man.
Yeah, that was when I was working at Foot Action. Like I sold
Mhm.
those out faster than the actual Zoom generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me come back in here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just go back here and I'm gonna show you some of my favorites. I do have the I don't know, I got about 4 or 5 LeBron forces, but they're they're not really where I can get to them right now.
I
So
got you. I got. Yeah.
yeah. So I said those sheets. Um
Yeah.
oh.
I got it.
So yeah, this is probably my favorite one. This here.
Yeah.
Also, um, these are kind of old. They're not as old as some. Cause I have a bunch of loose Air Force Ones in a box in my garage. Those,
Same. I go downstairs in my garage. I got shoes that is loose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Since
Oh yeah.
the second linens, because I don't have the first ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Those. You got the West. You got the West Indies.
nah, I don't. I
That,
don't. I don't have
that's
those.
another. That's another pair I'm on the hunt for.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, this is gonna take you back. It's always be one of my favorites. I don't give a.
Ooh, yes, sir.
Play that got fucking dust on the. Whew, let me wipe these bitches
My
off.
little brother had those, man. He had those.
What sucked about these was I had them for about a month, and then everybody came with the fake ones, so it didn't really. The only way was I had to wear it with the premium tag for niggas to know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
niggas wasn't really respecting it, but I don't know. I mean, I have some other special forces like these gold snakeskin ones. I wore these to my engagement party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got some oh, these are old here. Remember these, the Olympic Air Force ones?
Mm-hmm.
So those are from
I think I had those too.
So yeah, it's a few oldies. A lot of those are out in the garage, but yeah, man. What was I gonna say? Do you have a tragic sneaker story? Kind of like a hard L, or just...
Oh man, I can take so. I say three. What's this? 2021. 4.5 years ago. I was living in San Antonio, Texas, and I was living on base, and I went for training for 2.5 weeks. I was gone 2.5 weeks. Makes long story short, I come back, I see my door open, like the hinge been broken. Somebody had broken my house, stole like almost all my shoes. So I'm going crazy. I'm like losing my mind. I had to call the military police. They come fill out a report. So I asked one of the investigators, is it okay I could ride around the neighborhood, just to see if I can find? He's like, yeah, sure. You find something, you find, anything, give us a call. Okay, too easy. So I go back and get my truck, and I'm riding around. And here comes two kids walking across the field. He has one of my Jordan 13s, and he has, matter of fact, we don't find one of these shoes. It's here somewhere. This one, in his hand, around his neck. Yeah. So I pull up beside him. I said, hey, man, where you get them shoes from? And he looked at me. He was like, my mom bought it for me. I said, you're lying. I said, your mom didn't buy this for you, man. These almost older than you. So I'm like, I'm gonna ask you one more time, man. Where you buy them shoes from? I mean, where you get them shoes from? And he's like, I'm telling you, man, my mom got them for me. So I don't advise somebody, if you ever get in a situation, I don't advise somebody to say, because at the end of the day, they're still somebody's child. So I said, hey, man, if you don't tell me where you got them shoes from, I'm about to get out of this car and I'm gonna knock your ass out. And he just started tearing up. He said, yeah, me. He just started telling on everybody. Yeah, some kids at the pool right now, they got some of your shoes. So yeah, I called the police. I said, y'all stand right here. I called the police. They come back. They rounded all of them up. We went to 3 different kids' houses. They got all my shoes. And my duffel bag in shoes. Just 3 houses got all my darn shoes, man. Wow. I had the playoff 8s. One kid threw them down the sewer. So I couldn't get those back. Because they was looking for them. We couldn't find other kids. So they was like, yo, because I got a good memory of my shoes. So I'm looking. They took pictures and everything. We all out in the big old cul-de-sac. They got all my shoes out duffel bag, and I'm looking at all of them. I said, "Where my playoff 8s?" The kid looked at me. I threw it down the sewer. I was so hot, man. This all happened in less than 24 hours, man. So when I say I go to my house, I had like 3 rooms just full of shoes. Every single one of them was rated. So they broke the hinge. They broke the hinge of my window, and they opened it, and that's how they got in. And then they left my door. They got out the door, left my door unlocked. So when I got back, everything was gone. And I knew it had to be some kids because I had jewelry in my other room, watches, had a little nice diamond, diamond cross. They didn't take none of that. TVs. So I said, these had to be some kids, man. They just took shoes. This had to be some kids. And it so happens that I see these two kids walking across the darn field with my Jordan 13s and these darn 11s around their darn neck. They had all my, like 3 or 4 duffel bags just full of shoes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And the good thing, me being a nice guy, they could have charged all those kids. I didn't do it. I didn't, because I knew these guys, these kids, but they were 17. One's about to be 18. I knew what they was gonna try to do to them, but I didn't press no charges. I wanted them to be scared though. Just let them know, man, it's serious, man. You go to prison for stuff like this. You go to jail for stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
But they kept asking, you don't want to press charges on these kids? Nah, man. I'm just glad I got my stuff back. Like, we talking about almost 150 pairs at that time, just all gone. Like, had nothing. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm still mad about the playoff eights because I'm not spending the money for those, man. To get those back, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one where, I don't know, the 7 and the 8, those used to be like the hottest ones, like when they first started retros, like late 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
the 7, the 8. But like now, like these kids don't, I mean, I feel like the true flight kind of fucked up the 7, the way people look at the 7, since it looks so similar. You know what I mean?
It's funny you said it. I wanted to work one time, and one of the young kids was like, "You want some true flights?" I said, "No." You tripping right now, man?
Yeah,
He right.
educate them. Like, nigga, are you serious?
I was like, I thought he was joking. He was dead ass serious, man. like,
Yeah.
like, damn true flights, man.
Yeah, because like at least down here, I mean, they kind of fucked them up. They don't look like the '06 pair, but like the Flints, they still sitting down here. But they made the gray dark and the purple wasn't light enough, so
yeah,
they kind of fucked that one up. But okay, that's a hell of a. That's probably the worst tragic story that what I mean.
I thought I swear to God, bro. When I tell you, I thought I had to start over. I ain't say I was like boohooing crying, but it almost brought tears. But like, I gotta start all over now. Like,
that shit crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that I look back. I laugh at it now when I look back at it, man. At that moment, I was hot, man. And I don't like threatening kids because I'm a father, and I wouldn't nobody threaten my child, even if they wrong or not. If they wrong, bring them to me, and then
you'll handle it.
Yeah, but at that point, I was just caught in the moment, and he kept lying to me. I just wanted him to tell me the truth, and I'm like, I wasn't gonna get him in trouble. At the time, I wasn't gonna get him in trouble. Just take me where all my stuff at, man, and we can call it a day. But he kept lying to me, man. I just got hot. Like, dude, if I get out this damn truck, I'm gonna F you up, man.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Well, how does your family feel about your relationship with sneakers?
Oh man, they just accept it, man. Like, I mean, my girl now, man, she just she just accepted, man. At first, she used to get mad, like every freaking week. Every other week, you buying something. You buying some shoes. Soon you come to the house, you want to run upstairs and close your door. I do stay. Yeah, I just don't want to see it. I don't want to hear them out, man. Like, I'll run upstairs, put it in, and then I'll come back downstairs, like talk to her, see how you doing, all that. But I mean, she just accepted now, man. She don't care. I buy her shoes too, so she just accepted, man. As far as like parents growing up, man, like by the time I turned like 15, I was making my own money. So, I mean, they didn't care, And I used to have a junk stacked up in my room just like this, Like when I left school, when I graduated, left the house, I gave most of the shoes to my brother, let him have it, Like, so it always has been, that always been a thing. Like, I always bought shoes at a high rate. That's just me, man. Like, I always been there because I just love sneakers. Like, I used to work at at the mall in high school for a little bit. And all my check I'll buy sneakers before clothes back then.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I was grown too. That's what's sad about this. I remember I was about 25. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like '05, '06. So this is,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit after the throwback era, but still tall tee, still baggy.
Yeah.
And my parents came over and was just like, we know that, you're into sneakers. My father is who made me a sneakerhead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's who's kicked it off, but they were like, whenever we see you, you got on the same hoodie, which I still have the hoodie to this day. It's
Yeah.
just a red hoodie with a 23 on it. It was a genuine snow.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a Jordan hoodie, but it's not. And
Yeah.
every time we see you, you have on that same red hoodie, some jeans, and some new sneakers. You need to buy some clothes. And I was buying clothes too, but the shoes
Yeah.
I'm like, well, those jeans will be there next week, but those shoes may not. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I feel you. The shoes definitely overtake clothes.
Yeah, even now, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like when I go home to visit my parents, I really don't bring shoes. I probably bring like 1 or 2 pairs because I got shoes still at my parents' crib. Like I'm still in high school, man. Going on over almost 20 years. I've been out the house, man. Almost 20 years. And, I still got shoes and stuff over there. Like I'm still in school over there.
Yeah, it's a
That
beautiful.
mean they know that's what I love. It's a hobby to me, man. It's just a hobby. It's lifestyle. It don't hurt my pockets. I'm at the point in my life now that I just that's what I can do. Everybody got their own hobby. People like buying cigars. People like going golfing, buying
Collectors.
shoes. Yeah, buying shoes is my hobby. That makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I feel the same exact way, wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, are any of your children, into the culture? Or?
All right, man. So my daughter, man, she flat out told me it's gonna probably give a lot of people heart attacks. She told me straight up, I don't like Jordans, Dad. I don't like Jordans. She's one of the girls that like wearing Air Max. She loves wearing Air Maxes. She loves Adidas shell toes. Like every time I take her to the store to buy shoes, she picks up the shell toe. I said, I just bought you a pair last month. Why are you picking up a shell toe? Well, it's a different color. I don't care. It's still a shell toe. You need to get variety. You need to get a different. All right, and then I'll get her a Nike shoe like that. But she don't like Jordans. I remember I bought her the Concords when they came out. Didn't like them. I said, bro, this is a classic shoe right here. Dad, I don't like it.
And,
So, I just she's not really big on shoes, but if I get it to her, she'll she'll wear it. Now my girl, this what kills me about her. This girl will wear Chuck Taylors every day. But if you go in her closet, she got Jordan 1s, 12s, 7s, Dunks. I told her, I said, if you don't start wearing these shoes, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to start selling them. It's just you don't want to wear them. Like, why you just got them sitting there? Well, Chucks are just, it's just comfortable. I said, Chucks are comfortable? I said, I work out in Chucks sometimes. They hurt my feet, man. But she loves Chucks. Now, she'll wear her Dunk. She'll wear those, but mainly she'll wear her Chucks. She just loves wearing Chucks. And she'll go she'll go back and buy them again. Like, what do you, like, yeah, these getting dirty now. I got to buy some more.
When I look at the numbers, and I look at what stores are selling, for Converse, that black and white high top and that white, optical white, white with the little red and the little blue,
Mm-hmm.
sell like Jordans. Like, I
Yeah.
just can't believe it because, we've been in this a long time, so it's like, shit, everybody got a pair of black and white Chucks.
Yeah.
Like, everybody does, but, like, they go. I mean, they call it core, so black, all black, white, red, navy blue, and gray are what they call core colors. And they never sell, and they're just always around everywhere. And you figure, everybody got a pair of Chucks. I didn't they sold the way they still do until I started, working for Converse. So
yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
Well, let me ask you, what direction do you see your collection going in the future?
Um, my collection, I'm be honest with you, man, is gonna get newer. I'm not gonna say hype decent, but because I do, even though it's these shoes for the young kids, I really like some of the shoes that's coming out, man. It's very, unique. They getting, more creative with some of the shoes. I'm not. I already told myself after October hit, after these patent leather ones come out, I'm probably done with ones for a while, man. I'm probably done with one. I got all the ones that I needed. You know, I mean that's just how it is to me. I got all the ones. They in good. I mean, it's why do I keep buying every pair of ones just a different color? Like so many you wear, man. So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm liking like for instance like the over breaks. Like I love it. I'm really like these right here. To me, I just think this is a dope shoe that is very creative. Like it's just
absolutely.
like
Comfortable as hell.
you can't go wrong with this, man. Like
Nah.
you can't really go wrong with this. Then you got Sakai's, man. You can't go like I'm starting to like stuff like that, man. And then like I said, the foam runner. I want to see that might be something I wear all the time, man. Like now if they come back with shoes like from the '90s, like I want them to come back with Delta Force. I want them to come back with more the Nike Force shoes, like
Yeah.
man. Like I seen, like I said, the OG bus. Like I seen him with the highs, the Air Force Two, like the green. Why they don't like that shoe would sell if they bring that back? That shoe would sell.
And the Air Force, it hasn't really been that long. Like I got a pair at a Nike clearance store earlier this year that I guess they were from 17, where they were the low
Mm-hmm.
Air Force twos, but they were wheat, but they were
Yeah,
SB.
yeah,
They weren't
mm-hmm.
like I need that 76ers high top again.
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah, that one is a dope classic shoe, man.
it's the first like it's the first true Barkley because he went from the airship to that. So
Yeah.
that to the Air Force 3 to the
Mm-hmm.
Flight 89 to the Air Force 5, which they need to retro, and then he went to the Air Force 180. It's like um, a lot of that stuff it would sell, but hopefully we'll see it sooner rather than later.
Like I'm in the shoes right now, like far as I'm looking for my collection, I'm trying to get back stuff that I remember back in the '90s. I want the Barry Sanders again. Like I want those.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need that in my collection, man. Like stuff like that, man. Like
Yeah,
I
trainers.
need another. Yeah, I need another pair of these. I wear these. You could tell I wear these a lot. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. Like I need these again. I need the other colors. I mean, I love shoes like that. That I grew up on.
that's what I'm
And
talking about.
yeah, that makes me happy because I remember like as a kid seeing the older guys. They was looking clean with like man how they dressed with them. The Carl Kanai outfit with those man.
Yep.
The Fubu's, man, the old Nike Tech sweats, all that back in the day. Like I look for stuff like that. When I wear my Jordan 4s, I'm looking for the flight patch jacket. Like I'm looking to wear that. That it's giving me nostalgia feeling, man. I look for
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. I got lucky and I found my Jordan 4 and Jordan 5 jackets at Burlington.
Yeah.
They were $39.99 because I'm like, man, they come out with that shit. It's like, man, 120 for the jacket, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah.
you know, I'm cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you just spoke on the patent leather black and red ones.
Mm-hmm.
But what else is on your radar next?
Right now, even though I bought a pair early, um, those Michigan State dunks. Not
Okay.
the yeah. I bought a pair early because the price was reasonable, so I'm waiting for that one to come in. Um, so the Lightning fours that's coming out, I'm waiting for those. I mean, because the ones I got, those are just beat up. You know, old and beat up. I used to wear those a lot before I knew that the price would go up. So other than that, man, all the ones that's coming out now, other than the Pat Leather, I just don't care about. Like, I'm not getting just to get it. I mean, I see everybody want the pollen joints, the black and yellow ones that's coming out. The yellow, yeah. Like,
Why not
I
just
don't.
get dunks?
Yeah, I don't care about that, man. Like, so if anybody that want that shoe, man, if y'all around my area, New Jersey, if I got them, if I hook you up, man, get your retail. You already know how I do. So I mean, that's just me, man. So
I
I
feel it.
mean, I really ain't really, like I said. Only thing I'm looking for older stuff that I need back in my collection. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I've been doing. I mean, I'm looking for old LeBrons that I like old LeBron sevens. You know, that's in good
Yeah.
condition. That's in good condition. The ones I've been finding just ain't been in good condition, and then they still trying to sell them for 140, 150. Like, nah, bro. Nah, man. You actually wore those shoes a lot, brother.
Hooped in them and everything.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I mean, and another, I'm looking for more like comfortable shoes now, man. Leisure shoes, man. Like those waffles that just came out. I like those. I mean, they sit in my store now. I'll probably get them tomorrow. I go to work there tomorrow, so I'll probably buy that pair tomorrow. Like the fuchsia and yellow colorway. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Messing with those sixes?
Oh no, with the green? No, 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 no.
You know, the hood
Huh?
the whole hood gonna have them.
Yeah, I mean
They glow in the dark too.
yeah, they sitting in the back right now. I already looked at them. I'm like, at first I was thinking about buying them, but like, nah. I mean, I'm good on those. I'm good. That's another shoe. Y'all want them? I'm there. Yeah, New Jersey area. All right, hey, if you want me to ship it to you, hey man, retail, just give me pay for the shipping.
All right. Well, before we close it off, do you have any more questions for me?
Man, that's pretty much it, man. Like, I just appreciate you having me on, man. Like I said, man, I've been following you for a while, man. Like this, I'm not just saying this because I'm on with you, man. Definitely inspiration, man. Like, I don't know, hey, I know you pay attention to comments with people, and you reach you at that level, man. I know you're a humble guy. I can tell by just talking to you, but yeah, you really in it for real. You got a lot of people that really like look up to you in the sneaker game, man. I'm one of them. Like I said, I don't care how how my collection rising or how other people look at me. I still got a ways to go. You're one of those guys I look at, man. So
I really appreciate
yeah, man. And I appreciate what you're doing with this. I mean, with this IG live, what you're doing with others, man. Another thing I really like, because you bring more awareness to the female sneakerheads, and I got put up on game, man, because I used to say, "What's a female sneakerhead? If you're a sneakerhead, you're a sneakerhead." But I'm starting to understand it now. Like, I mean, it is a lot of people. I never looked at nobody like that, but it is, a lot of male dominance and a lot of male look at, every time a female got a shoe, they'll side out. I'm like, do you know about this, or when did you start doing this? And even before that became like a big thing, I always been around females that been about sneakers. Like, even when I was in high school, like, I had females that had more shoes than me. I know that personally. Even back then, had more shoes than me. They was on shoes, So I really appreciate that, man. That I listen to their story too, man, because they need to be heard, man. Most definitely, because they get overlooked. They
it. Yeah,
really
they do.
they really do get overlooked. And and it's just with any culture, man. The male side or female side, you always gonna have that onesie or twosies that gonna make a bad name for the majority of us, and that's why certain people look at other than sideways. But like I tell all the other female sneakerheads, just because y'all got some in y'all area that trying to infiltrate and try to make y'all look bad, that really ain't about sneakers. They just in it because they want the likes, the IG likes and all that. They really don't matter, man. They got empty calorie likes. I call it empty calorie likes, man. Like, they not respected. They can have all the off whites, all that. They not respected because they didn't put the work in. They wasn't in the trenches of the sneakers. They went in lines. They never camped out. They never Did none of that. So y'all shouldn't be bothered by them.
Yeah.
Real sneakerhead see y'all. That's what I'm basically trying to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I do need to answer one of your questions before we go. My favorite shoe is my 90. They really came out in 95, but everybody calls it the 94. The 94 Chicago ones. They're just shoes I've had the longest. I've had them since I was in 8th grade. They're 10 and a half, so they're a little snug, but they still fit. I'm convinced that they made shoes bigger back then than they do now.
Yeah.
But if I had to get rid of every shoe and just have one pair of shoes, it would be that pair. They're beat up, they're oxidized, but I just love them. They're my favorite shoes.
Those don't, excuse me. Those don't got like no air system in it, right? Like
not real. You know the tugs say Nike Air on the was, but is it really air?
Yeah, yeah. Those that's the before I get off. Those the ones I'm really aiming for right now too. Actual 85. I mean, that's one of the shoes I'll pay big money for. Like I really want. I think my collection will be complete if I get an actual 85 Jordan 1.
Got you.
That's my main goal. So, yeah.
They're out there. It's just that money, man. I mean, and now
I'm one guy right now on IG, man. It's just his price is crazy right now. He be having them too. I'm like, dang, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The bubble will pop. It always does. So, but this is only the beginning, man. I'm gonna be, in contact with you, check it up on you, and I definitely gotta have you on here again. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, man. Anytime, bro. Anytime, man.
Thank you so much for making the time, man.
All right, much love, bro.
Much love, man. I'm gonna holler at you soon. Peace.
All right, man. Peace. Mm-hmm.